Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be drawing some eyes. It's gonna be a little different because I'm gonna try to draw two of the exact same eyes, because I always mess them up and somehow end up making the eyes almost completely different eyes, so I wanted to try making them the same today. Let's go ahead and start with this one. I feel like I always start with the right eye, so let's start with the left one. I do not have any references for eyes. I was looking at pictures of eyes earlier because I was drawing eyes earlier, which is the reason I decided to do this video. But, I don't have any references right now. But I can still vaguely remember some of the eyes, so I'll just come up with some. Alright, we'll go ahead and use this. That's kind of high, but also it's fine. I'll just be able to fit more eyes on here. That'll mean that I have to draw more eyes on here. That's a good thing, because I need to fill these pages more. Alright, we'll go ahead and go like this. Fill this in. Go like that. Maybe go ahead and add section right there. Do that. Go ahead and get a section right here. Make this part thicker and maybe even like add some eyelash bits there. We might want to shrink those. And go right here. Raise that up a little. Make that go down. Grab, not tiny. We need to save tiny for when we really need tiny, because we're pretty much out of that eraser now. He is at like 10 HP or something. I need to move that light. It's shining in my eyes. I just charged the batteries in it, so it is very bright. Also very broken, but that doesn't matter. I don't really like this eye, if I'm being completely honest. I mean, it's not terrible. I just feel like that could have been better. What should I have done to make it better? Have like done this, and then maybe we could do the bottom a little differently too. I don't know. I feel like it was just boring and too square shaped, if that makes sense. The whole point of this is me trying to copy the same things, like back and forth. I don't need these eyes to be incredibly like detailed or even super interesting, but that was just boring looking to me. We're gonna erase those bits. That was just boring. This is a little better. It's not perfect, but it's a little better. What if I was to like actually connect these bits, but then erase right here so that this is like part of this? Maybe? I don't know. We're going to go ahead and keep this because I think this is a little interesting because it's different from how I usually draw eyes. And different's interesting. So we're going to go ahead and keep that. And those are how those are. Yeah, it's not perfect. I probably should have like outlined it first before I even tried to fill it in, but I just realized we're gonna have like a blank space right here if I do these that size, so we'll have to do them bigger, but that's fine. We'll grab a sharpener, sharpen our pencil because it is kind of dull. How should we do this pupil? Because, well, we need pupil too. Pupil's part of the eye, which I need to look at some pictures of some detailed, like really detailed eyes or pupils, because like I was trying to draw some earlier and I have no idea what they look like. I have no idea how to draw a super detailed pupil, but I mean, I tried like just coming up with random stuff myself. Didn't really work out. Couldn't really come up with anything. But I wasn't really expecting to be able to come up with much anyways. Not very good at coming up with completely original things without having seen, like, any inspiration at all. Actually, I could just say completely original things overall. Most of the stuff that I make that's original was made by complete accident. Like Banana Man, which I know he's not original, but, I mean, technically he's my original character, but that's not what I mean. He was named off of a complete accident because I said the wrong word. A bunch of the weapons that I've made have been designed off of me, like, forgetting what the reference looked like, so just filling something in or thinking it looked a certain way. Most of the stuff I've done for my story is by complete accident. And, like, the stuff I make. Or by describing it wrong. I describe things wrong a lot, and then just like, that's what it is now. It is what it is. Alright, now we have to draw this, which we're not doing eyebrows. I'm just not even gonna mess with it. I don't care. Now we have to do this right here. How do we do that? How do we do that? How do we do that? I just bit this pencil. How do we do that? Well, we need an eye's distance. Yeah, sure, that's an eye's distance apart. So we'll start it here. Is that actually an eye's distance? No, it's a little close. I don't care. We'll move it then. Yep, these are completely even lines of evenness. You know, if I were to actually use those guidelines, like actually make guidelines that were even, it might be a little easier for myself. Am I going to? No. No, I am not. I am not going to do that. Why am I not going to do that, you may ask? I do not have an answer for that. Alright. There we go. I don't know. I don't know. It's not looking the same. Could we try to fix it? Yes, we could. Are we going to? In a second. We're going to try to make this a little thicker first. Why? Then you'll have more to erase, you might say. Yes. Yes, I will. I'm just doing this because I don't want it to be wrong. I want it to be correct. So we were trying. It didn't work. Trying hath failed. Alright. Now shade that in. Go ahead and add that little bit there. This eye is so much worse than the other one. Alright. Do that. Do that. Erase that. And fill this in. Or try to. Yeah, this eye is much worse than the other one. It's not terrible, it's just much worse. Alright, how far does that go in? Like this? And then this pupil goes like this. Alright. What are we supposed to do with this part? Alright. There's a fucking paper scrap right there. Yeah, just chuck it on the somewhere else. Yeah, I don't need to like pick that up or anything. Why would I need to pick that up? Alright, yep. These eyes are like completely different, I feel like. Alright. Shade the eye in. Or the pupil, I mean. And then we'll shade the eye. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of that line that's in the middle of it first. Then we'll go like that. And we'll go like that. Sure. Then we'll add that back. And then we're going to shade this, starting with the darker parts, and then completely disregarding how you're actually supposed to shade by just shading the entire thing first, and then doing that again, and then 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 again, and again, and again, until we get the type of gradient that we want. How dark are we going to want it? Like that dark. And that's about how light we're going to want it, so we're just going to slowly go darker from there. Alright. We'll try and do our best at making a gradient. Trying our best. Trying our diddly dang darn best. Alright. Alright. Looking good. Alright, that's pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. There we go. And we'll erase that. There. I think the gradient on that is pretty good. It's not perfect or anything, but I think it's pretty good. They're pretty different eyes, if I'm being completely honest. They look different. This one is better, but I think that's just because I was struggling with drawing now, and honestly, I have no idea why I was struggling so much to draw it. Oh, probably because I can't fucking see it when I'm drawing it. Alright, we're starting with the one on the right this time. How long did that take me? 11 minutes. We're going to draw this one quicker. Why? Because I am speed. I've got this. Watch this. Watch me draw an amazing, perfect eye in record time. Hold on, we got to warm up. We got to warm up by boom, oval. You know, there was actually a strategy to this that I heard of. I'm going to try it out. You draw them at the same time. So then it's not like you have to draw like completely separate things like over and over again. Or wait, no, that doesn't describe what I was talking about. That doesn't matter. We don't care anymore. Alright. I think it was so you could like remember how you did the stuff or something. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Yep, there we go. Alright. Now, pretty sure this isn't even the order I did the other one in. I say I do this so I can remember the order, and then I completely disregard the order that I did it in. And it's going to suffer for that, because it is suffering for that. Shh. We'll erase it and undo it. We just hit the undo button. When in doubt, hit the undo button. Oh, wait, that doesn't work for traditional art. When in doubt, give up. Wait, no, that's not good advice. Good job. Is that good advice? Does that count? Does that count as advice? Did I win? Yeah, I won. Alright, there we go. There we go. Looking good. We'll go ahead and shade this in. Then we'll shade the other one in. Why does shading take so long? Why can't I just hit the fill button? Why can't I, like, just fast forward? I want to fast forward. Alright. Alright. Looks decent, not terrible, or not amazing. Not terrible. We're keeping it, obviously. Go ahead and do this one. Shade them in. Try to shade them evenly. Well, them being, try to shade this one evenly is what I meant. Alright. Alright. I get it, alright. That's it's even enough, right? It's not fully even, but it's even enough. What are we doing now? What are we going to do for the eyes? Well, let's go ahead and just do a really simple thing for the eyes and literally just do the eye. Like the oval part. Alright. There we go. Go ahead and connect this part right here. There we go. Then go here. And that. Perfect. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's not bad. Then this should be like shaded completely darker so that I can see a difference between the shadings of the eye. Right. And the eye will just be shaded darker the higher up it goes. Alright. There we go. Darker up here, middle, and lighter down there, but not too light. I don't want to make it too dark up there either. Yeah, it's fine. It's not perfect, but it's fine. Alright, let's try and do the same for this one. Honestly, it might be easier if I just can do it right-handed. I'm left-handed, but I'm left-handed, so I can do a lot of stuff with my right hand. Talk to any left-handed person, they'll be able to do plenty of stuff with their right hand. Probably not right, though. Most left-handed people can't write with their right hand. I have practiced. Even though I'm still not very good with my right hand, I have actually practiced writing with my right hand. And I practiced it purely because I wanted to be able to shade with my right hand and to draw with my right hand. And then I completely forgot that I was doing it and stopped practicing. So I have practiced, but not in quite a while. But I've practiced enough to where I can get something okay looking. He says, then touches it up with... Well, I guess I did say okay looking. Alright, there we go. There we go. And there. It's just a little too dark on the bottom. But honestly, that's fine. Not perfect, not terrible. Those are fine. Not perfectly the same. I think it's kind of the same. Like, I think this one's better, but yeah, it's whatever. That one took me like 5 minutes too. Son of a bitch, I was supposed to do like 6. Wait, no, 6 I was supposed to do like 8 of these, and I'm running out of time. And I'm just talking about me running out of time right now instead of actually drawing anything. Because I'm like a professional at this or something. I am a professional. Don't try this at home, kids. I am a trained professional. I am a trained professional artist. This is incredibly dangerous work. Alright. Yep, I've got this. This is gonna be an eye. It's like fucking Sonic or something. It reminds me of Sonic. That's a no. Wait, oh, let's go ahead and grab this guy. That's a no on that. Throw you back. We don't need you anymore. Until we do. Alright. And go ahead and go like that. And there we go. There's that. And this. And there we go. Go ahead and shade this stuff in. And we go. Shade that a little bit. Go ahead and add a little bit right here and here. And maybe a little bit right there too. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and grab Tiny because we want some of these details gone, but not a lot. So we'll just go ahead and grab Tiny and use Tiny for it. Alright, don't need to use Tiny for this stuff. Alright, there we go, there's that. That's not the front side of the pencil. That's not the part that writes. Where did I throw my pencil? Over there. You know, maybe if I didn't throw them so far, I could actually find them. But what's the fun in that? What's the fun in throwing a pencil if you're not gonna, like, throw it at the wall? Alright. There we go, there we go. Perfect enough, because I can't really get that to a sharp point right now. I'm not exactly sure why. I can't get it to a sharp point without it looking wrong. Yeah, it just looks kind of wrong now. That's fine. Okay, what kind of pupil we gonna do on this one? How about another one, kind of like how we did on the top one. But maybe we'll try a different type of, like, shading in it. Go like that. Let's go ahead and not shade the pupil in. And try some things. There we go, do this. You may wonder, what the hell are you doing? I'm not shading the pupil in, and I'm gonna, instead of where highlights would be, I'm gonna shade them dark. Why? I have no idea. You gotta try some things, right? That's how you come up with ideas. You try stuff, and then if it doesn't work out, you try something else. Yeah, like this, how this isn't really working out. We try to turn this into some other idea. What's the other idea that we're going to be doing? I have no idea, but I guess you'll find out. Go ahead and just shade these dark. Shade these very dark on the edge. Shade those. There we go, and that's an eye. That's not terrible, so we'll go ahead and keep it, honestly. However, there is one thing. I want to cut that, like, right there. Okay, yeah, that's not terrible. It's not perfect, but it's not terrible. We still have to draw the other one. Watch this. Super speed draw, eye, go! Alright, don't worry, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this. I got this. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm getting it, I'm getting it. Oh no, I'm not getting it. Oh shit, it's not looking like it's supposed to. Oh shit, grab the big boy. Big boy, undo! Undo! Alright, it's been undone. It's been undone. Alright, let's go and pretend like we are measuring correctly. Pretend like you know what you're doing. As long as you pretend like you know what you're doing, you'll succeed. Or something like that. I'm really good with advice, trust me. Alright, this is the guy that said give up as advice earlier. Alright. There we go, that's fine, I guess. Not completely correct, but I think close enough. You know, this is why these eyes are so different, is because of close enough. And then the close enough wasn't nearly as close enough as I thought it was. That's how these look so different. All right. And because I'm just not the best at doing these, especially trying to rush the second one. Alright. Alright, go like that. Then I need to add a couple bits right here. That's not gonna work. Not like that. There we go. Okay, now go like that. Go like that. Okay. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and add this. There we go. Looking decent. Perfect. Okay. Now what? Oh yeah, shade it. And the eye's a little off. The actual eye itself is off, which kind of sucks. That's fine. All right, let's try and mimic the eyes again. Like mimic this eye that we did beforehand. But let's try to make it a little bit better by doing it a little more evenly. And maybe it'll be a little better. Alright. Triangle like that. Not quite as wide as I would want it to be. But, you know, it's fine. Alright, then add that in. And this really dark over here. This really dark down here. This like this. And perfect. Is it? No. But is it fine? Yeah. Alright, that's 27 minutes. What the f? That was 27 minutes. Alright, I'm gonna draw one or two more, probably one more pair of eyes, but that's gonna be time lapsed. So, time lapse, go.